My name is Kathy Lyles and I live in Pontypridd in Rhondda Taff, and I joined the Women in Public Life scheme because I was interested in increasing the number of women that are involved in local government, and I've been finding the whole scheme very useful in relation to that, particularly my relationship with my mentor, Elaine. She's a county councillor in Bridgend, and I've had the opportunity to visit the council there and see how it operates and get involved in the various meetings, not just the council meetings themselves, but the group meetings as well, and see how that operates. That's been really useful. One of the other things that I found useful is the opportunity to just meet with the other ladies who are also here on the course with me and gain from the benefit of their own experiences. There's so many different views and things that people want to do, and we all sort of like buzzing off each other really, which has been really helpful. Today's session particularly, which has looked at what we wish to influence in public life and how we're going to go about that, the various challenges that can be involved, some of the obstacles that we might come across, that has been really useful today, and also looking at the various features that make up a person who is a good public servant and identifying which of those I already think I have, and some of the others I might be a little bit more weaker on, need to work at and develop. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the sessions that we have to come, so that I can learn more about those things and hopefully get better at those elements as well, and then be ready to roll when the opportunity comes about.
My name is Stella Chinamo, and I joined the Women in Public Life. It was through a friend who had, emailed me and said, oh, there's this scheme that's going on. So joining, really, I just saw it and thought, oh, since I like to do charity work and things, to me, that was what public life was about, or what I thought it was. So I decided to apply because I wanted to take on, be a board member on a charity and, such organizations. So I went on to the scheme. So since starting the scheme, my perception of public life has changed, because I actually hadn't realized that the actual work that I do, I'm a qualified nurse by background, but have moved on to, other more senior roles, within healthcare. I hadn't realized that that was also in itself public life. So as much as I came onto the scheme thinking, oh, I'd want to do something along the lines of charity, I realized that, within my current role as a nurse, and as an individual, as a woman, I can make a contribution within healthcare. So that's what I'm championing now. I am passionate about quality. I'm passionate about standards within healthcare, and that is, I think, what drives me and motivates me to want to contribute more, and also to try and represent women, especially women from the ethnic minority. I would want to see a lot more representation right up there at the top of women from backgrounds like myself, because we do have a voice, and we can also air the views of those people we're representing, and hopefully provide better standards, or help to influence change, and help to influence things that would make people provide better quality standards in healthcare. In terms of have I changed, my mind about, public life, as I said, I think I've spoken about that in that, when I came on, it was more to do with charity, but now being on the scheme, I realized that, public life is everyone's life really. It's about, looking after each other as citizens, living in the community together, and just, making a difference and making that change. So I think my role, or my perception, has not changed, but I think it's broadened. And the other reason I came onto the scheme for was to gain a little bit more confidence and self-esteem. And I can definitely say that, coming to these meetings that I come to and meeting the people that I've met, has definitely, improved my confidence, my self-esteem. I have met some fantastic, women working in various roles. And those that have inspired me the most, I would say, are those within healthcare, because that is what I can relate to. So they've taught me a lot, and I've had the opportunity to actually go and meet with some of the women. I've met with the Chief of Nursing for Wales, one thing I never thought I would ever do, but I ended up doing it through the scheme. And on Thursday, I'll be going to the Academy Wales, leadership program that they do. Again, it's something I never thought I would be going to. So I feel this scheme has opened a lot of doors for me and has helped me, in terms of that confidence. I've networked with a lot of people, and I'm a lot clearer about my own vision and where I want to go. And I also now know where I can seek, that help, which is different from before, where I would be thinking I want to do this, but I would have no idea as to how to do things. But now, because of the scheme, I know I can pick up the phone and, call, say, Anita, if I want to ask about, okay, what is it like to be a chief executive? Call on the chief of nursing if I've got a question, around, certain things. And I'm a lot more confident, and I can see if there's opportunity. I'm putting myself forward a little bit more, and I've gained a lot. And, it's a privilege, it's a privilege being on the scheme, and I feel very humbled. So I'd like to say thank you to Dame Rosemary Butler for a vision, in bringing women together in this way. And I just hope that, this scheme would be open to a lot more women. And being one of the few women from the ethnic minority on this scheme, I feel it should be opened up even, a lot more. So I think there's a lot more that needs to be done in terms of advertising, such schemes, because they are very useful for our women and, to empower us as women, and particularly women from the ethnic minority.
Hello, my name's Anita Shaw and I'm the Deputy CEO at TechniQuest. We've been looking today at the focus of what we're likely to do in public life, and it's been great so far because we've been looking at all sorts of different ways that we can work in public life, and there are so many opportunities, obviously, and it's about which one works best for you. And obviously it's really important that whatever you get involved in is something that you're really passionate about, so that you can really give of your best, and it will help you through some of the more difficult times. So what's been good today has been thinking about what it is that really drives us, and what really drives me, I suppose, I thought was equal rights and women and science, but in fact what I've realised is it's more about equality for me, and that could be about women's rights, or it could be about equality of opportunity, and I think probably it's more about equality of opportunity, and just recognising that I've been very lucky to have had education free all the way through my life, and just wanting other people to have the same sort of opportunities and to recognise those opportunities and to have them. So for me it's all about equality, and so that's the sort of thing I'm going to be making sure I focus on as I'm looking towards what I'm hoping to apply for in future weeks and months.